to be on a Friday night inside the Minto Sports Complex. The GGs playing in their second preseason game. They dropped old faces, but I have to say it is good to be back. Brianna, some quick thoughts ahead of this one here tonight. The GGs took a deep run into the playoffs, knocked out against the Montreal Carabin. I think a little bit too early, but you know, as Oasis always said, you can't look back in anger.
That's one way. Yeah, that's one way to think about it. But no, but honestly, like you said, it left a kind of a bitter taste, I think, in everyone's mouths last season. They did make a really good playoff run, and I think the girls, the fans, the coaching staff, everyone thought they would actually be going a lot farther. So, you know what, I think going into this year, they have a goal, they have something to prove, and they're just going to continue on all the great work they did last year.
A heartbreak in overtime against the Carabin. The GGs out here. A lot of new faces, as I mentioned. 6 rookies on show tonight, including the one who tried to get on the puck there. Reedman, a long shot. That one deflected. One of them returning, but here's Charlie Healy. Healy, a product of Calgary, Alberta. 2 rookies on the ice for the GGs right now. Here comes Kirkpatrick. She led the Mustangs in scoring last year. Wuda, shot from the point. That one stopped on its way through by rookie goaltender Lauren McKay. Circling, trying to find a drop pass. That was Kirkpatrick. Picked up by the GGs and sent out to center. Martin. Lassard up to Lalonde. Kylie Lalonde can't get a stick on the puck. Thomas dispossessed her. Knocked down by Ariane Minville. Minville will be relied upon heavily this year. A lot of graduating names on the back end.
Sorry.
Including Jamie McDonald. Those two formed quite a partnership last year.
But you have quite a bit of veteranism here on the defensive end still. You have Reedman, you have Minville. Krasinski obviously is a veteran player, so she will be relied on quite heavily as well. And you have Mepham and Prue. So really, you know, you have a couple of LaPlantes here. I just realized that there were 2 LaPlantes.
Amelie and Mele.
Maëlle,
thank you. Dumped in. There's Ariane Gagnon. Gagnon almost turned it over. Hunting around was Reese Whiteman. Angelique Prue looking to bounce back. Not the best season for her last year. Only 1 goal in limited action. She missed some time with an injury. Nice move into the zone, and unconventional there from LaPlante. Gets going the other way. Merriman trying to cut to the outside. A low shot stopped. Here's Jade Todd. Todd, along with Alyssa Biesenthal, one of those players who really broke out in their sophomore season for the University of Ottawa. She's driven into the boards. She's onto the ice, and we'll get our first power play of the game. That a tripping penalty, and the GGs headed to the power play. It's Gabrielle Lowe who heads off.
Nice early power play opportunity here for the GGs. I was going to say from the GGs. Words are really hard this evening. So it'll be interesting to see what type of setup they're looking to do.
This GG's power play last year was petulant, operating under 8%. It was, if anything, their Achilles heel. All the veterans out here. That's Reedman. Reedman onto Clavel. Clavel and Reedman switch spots. There's Jade Todd. She loves a one-timer down low to Alyssa Biesenthal. 12 goals last season for Biesenthal. Twisting, turning, the Mississauga, Ontario native. Alyssa Biesenthal loved playing teams in purple last season. She scored 6 of her 12 goals against the Bishops University Gators. Down the ice, that's Beatrice Bilodeau. Bilodeau had a bright rookie campaign last season, 4-4 on the season. And a firecracker out there. Off she goes.
No, she definitely really broke out and grew during last season. It was pretty phenomenal to watch.
Jade Todd is able to keep it in. She looks up, has Reedman, looks her off. Dumps it down low, rings it around for Clavel. Clavel, head up. Lane, Biesenthal backdoor, what a save! That one, Ella Braybrook, I hadn't said her name yet.
That was a great play, actually, a great stop, but a heads-up play by Clavel. Instead of going towards her team member on the point, as there was a good defender there who put their stick, she decided to take that open ice and find, was it Bilodeau? Bilodeau? Or Biesenthal?
I believe
one of the bees?
I believe it was Biesenthal.
One of the bees back door.
Nice movement here on the GG's power play. Angelique Prue, Ariane Minville, that one just behind her. Ooh. She shoots, just couldn't find the corner. Merriman. She'll dance around behind the back of the net. Minville comes in support. Picked up by Birkby. Birkby, one of a few fifth-year students for the University of Ottawa. And that one's dumped down. 14 seconds to go on the L'O power play.
Really just that one good opportunity on the power play where Clavel found Biesenthal, Bilodeau, the Bees, backdoor for that one-timer opportunity. Ooh.
Comes Merriman. Merriman in tight, couldn't get the angle on that one.
Nice little nifty move, though, by Merriman.
Board battle ensues, and who's there but Catherine Birkby. She can't emerge with it, and up the ice come the Mustangs. Ooh. Taken down.
Yeah.
Penalty coming as that one frozen up there by the GG's netminder, Lauren McKay. GG's end to power play. We'll head to the penalty.
It's funny, I was going to comment on what a great back check that was by the GGs, but it still was a very good back check, but unfortunately resulted in a penalty. So now we'll get a chance to see the GG's PK for the first time in the Western power play.
Charlie Healy in the dot. She'll lose the draw, and the Mustangs on it. Campbell down low. Whiteman trying to emerge with it. Back to the point, Campbell. Campbell has Lou. Out of the box, she takes a shot. That one deflected on its way through. McKay is able to snag it. Charlie Healy sends that one down the length of the ice, and Taylor Scott will head after it. Taylor Scott missed some time last season, injured in the Colonel By Classic.
Fiery player, though, and you can see it here just from the forechecking she's done so far on the PK.
Fiery player and a fiery personality. She was a pleasure to have up here in the press box. Always good for a laugh. There's no laughing matter on the ice, though. Kirkpatrick trying to spin and turn and dump it down low.
Good play by Mepham there to cut it off.
It was DeRosier who was trying to spin around her. Ignani. Ignani has Kirkpatrick in support. It's battled out there by Kate McLean. Another one of those players we didn't know if we were going to get back this year for the University of Ottawa. At the end of the year, it looked like 12 players. Half the team would be graduating.
That's what we were. That's what even we were talking about before, saying I feel like half the team was graduating, but now they're all back. I mean, there's no complaints from fans, us, coaching staff, but it was really interesting.
A lot of them, including Birkby, Todd, and Krasinski, have returned for the University of Ottawa. So that one's put out a play off the stick of Reese Mepham. The GGs, though, do have some big shoes to fill this year. Vicky Harkness and Abigail Malotny, the two big ones. They led the GGs in points.
Well, they led in points and also just in different experiences, right? They brought NCAA experience, NCAA, I'd say, hockey IQ in a sense that really helped bolster the roster for the GGs.
Marianne Minville back to the point and can't be corralled there by Emma Campbell of Springwater, Ontario. First off, and Gauthier on it now.
It was a good stick there, though, by Krasinski, just breaking up the play, almost putting it offside, and now back to even strength.
It's on it now, and fans on that clearing attempt. And one dribbles past, icing waved off, and Lassard will go after it. In hot pursuit of Kennedy Ward. Puck controlled now by Elgin. She'll spin, can't get it past Laplante. Logan. Lalonde, that one, her head down, almost got caught in an odd situation.
Hockey. Oh my God, if it was men's hockey, it would have been done.
Amelia Laplante can't get it out. A shot from the point, that one always going wide.
Good pinch there by Ward, keeping the play alive for Western.
Amelia Laplante back on it now. And off to the other Laplante. Maëlle Laplan.
Yeah, nice pass there by Maëlle up to Gagnon.
She takes a shot from a tight angle, and Lalonde can't get there. A backhanded pass to the slot. That one, Jade Todd just couldn't connect with it.
It was a right idea, but there were so many purple shirts in between.
Reese Meffam turned over, and she'll get back on the back check.
And again, good play by Ward, just picking off that play and then getting it in deep in the GG zone.
Traditional lineup tonight here from the Western University Mustangs. The GG starting 7 defensemen as well as a 13th forward. So a lot of roster spots still to play for on Stephanie McYo's team. GG's have obviously changed coaches this year. We thank Chelsea Grills for her many years of service to this program, as that's a heavy check there by Birkby. Stephanie McYo's ship, though, this year, and one that we hope will be taken in a prosperous direction. The GG's looking for a national championship bid this year's nationals out in the great province of Saskatchewan. Saskatoon hosting this one. McYo joined the team in 2020-2021 as an assistant coach, was vital to their success. She ran the forward unit that was really revitalized under her.
And it was super evident, like we said, in the forechecking that the GGs did. They were really known for that last year and the pressure they put on teams. They didn't give them any time to break out, any time to even think about the play that they were going to make. And, you know, Stephanie had a huge hand in that success right there.
Stephanie's been very busy over the week, over the summer rather, partaking in IIHF competition as that one's forced out in front. Still loose. Bilodeau looking to jam it in, and it's frozen up by Baybrook. Western in their net have big shoes to fill. The workhorse of last year, Catherine Booth, started 23 games for them, graduating out of the program. Two goalies, Baybrook in her second year out of London, Ontario. That's a shot on by Reedman, just wide. Only appeared in 2 games last year, did Baybrook. Centering pass. That one can't find its way home, and the Mustangs will take another at the length of the ice by Haley Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick in her 3rd year with the program. She led all Mustangs in scoring last year with 10 points. 5 goals, 5 assists, split evenly.
Good speed there shown by Merriman.
Read well by Birkby. She'll stop on a dime. Minville backdoor looking for her. Into the middle now for Gagnon. Gagnon to Merriman, a shot it. Took a deflection off a body on the way through. Baybrook equal to it. That one fought out there by the Mustangs. That one off the stick of number 55, DeRosier. No time to rest, though, for the Mustangs as that one's turned over. Mustangs finished 2nd last in the OUA West last season, looking for an improvement on things. These two might become a little bit more familiar with each other. The GGs in talks to join the OUA in future seasons.
And I believe it was really talks about next season, 2024, 2025, which, again, having played in the RSCQ myself, it gets really annoying playing the same 5 teams over and over and over again. You get to know people way too well.
Biesenthal, she has Clavel in the middle. Alyssa Biesenthal. Oh, that one can't connect with Clavel. It was all set up for her.
That was a great play, though, by Biesenthal. She really drew the defenseman there towards her and dropped it back perfectly. It just ended up missing it on Bilodeau's stick. But even as a lefty, it was placed very well.
That one down the ice, 28 seconds as the GGs find 3 bodies in a phone booth. Kathleen Reedman. Poor puck control, and it's back the other way.
Good step up there by Lalonde. Maëlle Lalonde.
Laplante.
Laplante.
Laplante. Yep. Clavel. Clavel into the middle. Biesenthal can't connect that time. Those two.
Oh.
So that one's off the ref.
He looks okay, though.
Through the middle now. Here come the Mustangs. That one in an offside position.
Yeah, there's good stick there by Maëlle Laplante, not Lalonde. Laplante. There's way too many L words, B words. Like, oh my God. It's okay. We'll get it. We'll get it. Just give us a game, folks.
Well, they both wear numbers ending in 171 for Emily Laplante.
Right.
Or Amelia Laplante.
They couldn't help us out, eh? And just pick totally different numbers. No, it'd be too easy.
Maëlle Laplante wearing number 21 as that one's sent the length of the ice. It's off a purple shirt, and play will continue. The power play has expired, so back to even strength now. The GG's 0 for 2 on the day as Taylor Scott had a GG in the middle. It was Kylie Lalonde. That one took a deflection. Angelique Prue, that one just behind her, but kept it by Lalonde. Lalonde trying to force it to the backhand. Finds herself in a cul-de-sac, and it's out to Reese Meffam. Meffam dumps it back in, and Bilodeau will chase after it. Little give and go there from the Mustangs, rather. As Reese Meffam will skate backwards to collect. Kirkpatrick pressuring her, calm as you like. It's on to a gray shirt. Kate McLean, sloppy from her, and Kirkpatrick sends it right back where it came from.
I was going to say, Kirkpatrick has really been all over the ice so far in this first period, and it was a great takeaway there by her.
Krasinski
again
makes a mess of it. Here's Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, a shot blockered aside by McKay. Meffam. That one just out into center ice for Martin. Martin back onto her defensive partner, Emma Thomas.
Ooh.
Burlington, Ontario native will send it into the protective meshing around the rink, and we'll get a whistle with 6 minutes, 51 seconds left to go. Just taking a look over at the bench, and just out of your eyesight there was GG's new assistant coach, Jennifer Wakefield. She comes in to replace Stephanie McYo. McYo, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, filling the role of head coach. That one out front, a wraparound, and it's in. Sloppy play behind the net, and the Western Mustangs open the scoring. That one, Adeline Christoph.
And it was a really innocent play. It really came out of nothing. There was a loose puck behind the net, and like you said, it was just poor management of the puck that was done behind the net there. It squeaked out in front, and there was no urgency in the GGs to go ahead and clear it from the front of their goaltender at all. And I don't even think McKay saw it, honestly. Didn't take much to just, put it in the back of the net, like slid right along the ice.
Not much that GG's netminder could have done in that situation.
No.
Hung out to dry after a sloppy mistake. But that's what preseason is for. The GG's looking to bounce back. Western up in this one.
Nice evasive move there by Maëlle.
As we said, Adeline Christoph with the goal. 6 goals last season. Biesenthal in the middle. Merriman. Sorry, that was Molly Hyington, rather. It's on it now. Back to the point. Laplante. Down low to Hyington. Laplante. Laplante to Reedman. Reedman winds for a shot. That one going wide. Hyington will pick it up. Send it down low. Healy will chase after it. And picked up and out to center. Christoph, the goal scorer.
It was a good step up there, but though by Maëlle Laplante, it really forced Christoph to make a decision and dump it into the GG zone. Good evasive move there by Reedman.
So just getting confirmation on the goal there. Adeline Christoph, the London, Ontario native, getting the marker, as we had said. Elizabeth Gauthier, 4th season, also from Burlington, Ontario, picking up the lone assist on that play. Gagnon. That one up into the air. She reaches and grabs it. Kylie Lalonde. Lalonde has Krasinski. Krasinski corrals it. A shot. Never made it through.
Good job, though, by Lessard to recover the puck and keep the play alive.
That one in Lessard's skate. She's knocked over. Kylie Lalonde will pick it back up, keeping the play alive. Amelia Laplante. That one centered for Lessard. That one just wide. Gagnon down low. No one home. Laplante thought about going to collect it. Lessard will be first there. Laplante off Gagnon. Gagnon back on it. Laplante. Laplante has an option wide. That one off Lessard. Picked up now by Minville, fresh off the bench. She's hauled down, and the GGs will be headed to the power play.
Yeah, it was a great play there by Minville, absolutely keeping the play alive. A little bit of chirping as, Western players go into the box. Even in a non-conference exhibition game, you just can't help the chirps.
It's Kennedy Ward who heads off to the box. The GG's on the power play for the third time. They've had a couple of looks. The power play remaining unchanged in this one, other than Beatrice Bilodeau joining the top unit. 4 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the first period.
And again, this is what exhibition games are all about, right? It's trying out different things, seeing what works before you get into the actual season, where every game really does count, especially in the RSEQ.
Todd. We have some members of the Ravens hockey team in attendance here, the GG's crosstown rivals. I'm sure we'll see plenty of them this year, as that one rung around by Todd, just missed the bottom corner. In the middle for Bilodeau in the bumper, looking for Todd at the back post, couldn't connect with it, and that one sent down the ice. 30 seconds gone in the penalty. That one to Kennedy Ward, as we said. That one for holding. Todd behind her, off to Bilodeau. Bilodeau, a head full of steam, offside waved off. Reedman, Todd. Todd has Biesenthal. Biesenthal, touch pass, Bilodeau fans on it.
Right idea, though.
Much better movement the GGs have seen on the power play here. Christoph, it's a 2-on-1. Christoph and Gauthier can't get past Jade Todd.
Good defensive play there by Jade Todd. And again, just the patience of hanging on to the puck, not throwing it away, maintaining control, waiting for her teammates to come back on the ice.
Here's Merriman with 50 seconds to go. Stops. Gagnon, nice little toe dragon. A bite back there from Logan. Birkby to the backhand. Stops. Looking for an option. She has one at the point. Prue on to Minville. Minville with a shot. A crucial stick there. Ignani. Merriman trying to dance past one. Not fully cleared. Angelique Prue. Prue, who had a fantastic rookie season, 9 goals, 1 assist. Last season, only the 1 goal. Merriman, a shot! That one rings the mask. And then her and Minville just not on the same page, but it's a nice move by Angelique Prue.
No, it was a nice move there and a nice try by Merriman as well, but a great stop by Braybrook.
Deflected on its way through by Scott. It never found its way to the net. Out of the box is Kennedy Ward, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. 3-0, or 0-3 rather, for the GGs on the power play today. Spinning around Emma Campbell. Still on it.
I found that power play, though, for the GGs had much better puck movement than the other two before. So definitely getting a groove, getting a vibe together with new individuals on the team and seeing what magic they can make there. So definitely better than the other two, movement-wise.
Merriman, that was Molly Hyington. Healy tries the toe drag. Tenacious little player, Charlie Healy. Scott looking to connect with Krasinski. She turns it over. That one just out of the reach. GG's will reestablish possession. Here's Taylor Scott. A backhand finds Krasinski. Hyington. It's Emma Thomas who picks it up. Bad change by the GG's. Desrosiers. Desrosiers trying to cut to the front of the net. It was Lalonde there to make the vital interception. Amelia Lalonde. In hot pursuit, she pinches from defense. Clavel, Bilodeau. Back to Clavel. Clavel. Reedman bobbles the puck. We're into the final 30 seconds here as Amelia Laplante will pick it up. Start back the other way. She's has a run taken at her. Kirkpatrick, a stretch pass. That one just out of the reach. It was Alyssa Wuda. Gauthier. Bilodeau on the back check. It's Metham. Only as far as Ignani. Gauthier. Down low. Kirkpatrick, a backhand. Equal to it is Logan McKay. Flicked forward, and that'll do it for the first period of action here. 1-0 the score, thanks to a goal by Adeline Kirchhoff. Really a blown play in front of the net.
Yeah, probably not the way that the GGs wanted to, finish off that first period. But again, exhibition game, you're trying things out, shaking the rust off, be an interesting second period when we come back.
Brianna and I will be back in just a few moments' time to break down all the action from the first period and set you up for second period action. Welcome back into the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBarb, Brianna Newell here to wrap up the first period, and one where the GGs find themselves trailing the Western University Mustangs. A messy goal, it pops out in front. Christoph will pop it in, but Brianna, the breakdown behind the net, we'll start with that.
I'll be honest, I don't even know if there was much to break down. It was a really innocent play that turned into a goal for Christoph. And I know they gave an assist on the goal, and I didn't even see an assist on the goal, to be very honest with you. It was just a very innocent play behind the net. Saw the puck was going to a GG's player. I think it got caught in the feet a little bit. Somehow ended up in front of the net, and it was odd. I mentioned to you even afterwards saying it didn't seem like the GGs really recognized that the puck was there. I think that was more so it. And then you had McKay, who I don't even think saw the puck, didn't know where it was. And Christoph just picked up the garbage and put it in the back of the net. It wasn't a nice shot or anything. It just slid it very calmly to the back of the net. But hey, at the end of the day, a goal is a goal regardless of how pretty or not pretty it is.
Elizabeth Gauthier credited with the assist. She forced the turnover behind the net. That one slid in, as you mentioned, by Christoph, past Lauren McKay. Lauren McKay, one of 6 rookies to play in this game tonight for the University of Ottawa. We mentioned it throughout. A lot of new faces on this GG's team, a lot of big shoes to fill. You've pointed out Kira Merriman as the one who you've been most impressed with through the first period.
Yeah, honestly, I noticed her right away. She's got great speed. She uses her speed. She's not afraid to kind of take the space that's given to her, which I find a lot of times players who are newer are a little bit hesitant to take the space that's allotted to them. But I haven't seen that from Merriman. She's used her speed. She's used her puck handling skills. She has patience that she's shown so far. So far, I'm very much impressed with her. Not that the other rookies are not impressive. I find they all bring really great qualities to the table, but she was definitely the first one that stood out to me. She reminded me a lot of Beatrice Bilodeau. Hard worker, uses her body, just very sturdy, and again, not afraid to take what is given to her.
Very much in the mold that the GGs have been recruiting as of late. You mentioned Beatrice Bilodeau. I've also been very impressed with the play of Charlie Healy from out west. The Calgary, Alberta native has been all over the place playing on the top line tonight with Alyssa Biesenthal. Also, I'll highlight the goaltender, Lauren McKay. I imagine we'll see Michaela Krasinski. We'll see Mahika Sarazin at some point tonight.
I mean, we could see Michaela Krasinski one time in net. Maybe Steph makes that call one time for fun. We don't know.
I imagine we'll see Sarazin at some point, the product out of Nunavut, who played her hockey last year for the Notre Dame Hounds in Saskatchewan. We'll be back in a few moments. Time to bring you second period of action. Deck in the bar, Brianna Newell here from the Minto Sports Complex. back into the Minto Sports Complex. That one dumped in right away. Lassard heads right after it, and it's Ariane Gagnon behind the net. It's picked up by the Mustangs. Gagnon. Lassard in on the forecheck. She wins it back. Lalonde can't pick it up, and it's rung around the boards. Gabrielle Lowe trying to get the puck out. Lassard right in after her. Emphatic start to the period here by Lassard. Gagnon. Lassard in on support. She picks it up, looking for the front of the net. Kylie Lalonde. It's poked aside by Ella Braybrook. Lalonde can't get there first, and out come the Mustangs. That one dumped past Reese Meffam. The GG start back the other way. Jade Todd. Todd had a couple of good looks on the power play. Kate Martin. Michaela Krasinski not playing net. Dumps that one deep. Jade Todd looking to the middle of the ice. Wraparound chance by Birkby. Never made it on net. Birkby, that one a shot that was always going wide. Todd. GG's veterans have come out to play. Todd still on it, a stick in her midsection. Board battle, Reedman in support, backed up by Catherine Birkby. Move past one. She'll look to shoot. Ooh. Couldn't pick the top corner. Blockered aside by Baybrook.
And that play was really a good result of Birkby backing up Reedman on the blue line there, and the puck squeaked loose for her.
Mess out in front, and back come the Mustangs. Logan up to Suter, who takes a tumble over the blue line. Puck gets stuck on the ice.
And it gets stuck again. It is very watery out there after the flood, and especially with the warmer temperatures.
Right, you are. One of those, as Kirkpatrick takes a shot right in the midsection. As Minville will go clean out the front. That was Alyssa Wuda who took a hack at her goalie. The warmer temperatures in Ottawa, one of the oddities here at the Minto Sports Complex. The warmer it is, the wetter the ice is. As it gets colder, though, those boards contract, and we see a lot of funny bounces. I think back to the semifinal game against McGill a couple of years ago. The GGs have 7 or 8 players down sick before the game. They're running with a half bench in a must-win game after dropping the first one at McConnell Arena. They somehow win that one. Mahika Sarrazin started in that one. I imagine we'll see her a little bit later on today. GGs find a way to win, largely off the play of Sarrazin. Back the other way. Here's Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick head up all the way. Kirkpatrick cross ice. Stick of Amelia Laplante in the way, and Laplante back on it, and she'll clear it.
And it was a good stick originally by Maëlle Laplante originally, just to block off that pass as well.
Bilodeau a shot. Nice glove there by Baybrook. She's been very steady as the third-year player. As we had mentioned, last year had only played in 2 games, started 2, featured in a 3, a 642 save percentage. On the bench, the Toronto, Ontario native, Emma Catalano. This is her 5th year. She played in 1 relief appearance, a 7-3 loss against the Toronto Metropolitan University Bold.
It was a good step up there by Lehoux.
Dumped in. Maëlle Laplante.
And, yeah, I think it's Maëlle, or is it?
It's Maëlle Laplante over the line. She'll ring it around. Charlie Healy will pick it up.
What I was going to mention before, after figuring out which Laplante was actually on the ice was, she did a great job of taking the ice that was given to her, not forcing a pass, but taking the ice and rushing with it.
Angelique Prue in a foot race. Martin in hot pursuit. She gets it to Lalonde. Lalonde mishandles it, but backed up by Biesenthal.
It was a nice play, though, by Prue. I mean, usually those backhand passes are not something we ever want to do, but she took a quick look over her shoulder to see.
I seen waved off. It's picked up by Lowe. Long stretch passes. Reedman will get there. Icing waved off. Lassard back out on the ice. Off to Reese Meffam. Meffam, touch pass to Kylie Lalonde. Lalonde gets it stuck in her feet.
It was a good pinch there by Emma Thomas coming down the wing there, or the point.
Thomas only played in 11 games last season. Gagnon, she has Lalonde ahead of her. Lalonde just on the other side, all crisscrossed. Lalonde has Lassard in front. The puck bobbles on her. Kylie Lalonde's mom in attendance, as she is at every game. Kylie Lalonde, a shot just wide. Swung around by Lassard, and it finds its way back to her. Puck still moving around in the corner, and it finally comes loose with 15 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the second period. Both teams in desperate need of a change. Krasinski can't keep it in.
Yeah, Krasinski had already backed up off the blue line as she anticipated a rush coming from Western going the other way, and just was still outside the blue line when we actually intercepted that pass.
Trying to locate the puck here. Refs just having a word. And we'll get set up and ready to go. Face off one, and stepping up is Laplante. In hard on the forecheck. That one out front, backhand by Taylor Scott, blockered aside by Baybrook.
That was a nice stop there by Baybrook.
Merriman hustling around the ice to win that one. She's still on it. Amelia Laplante, that one just wide. Laplante back on it. Kicked forward. Birkby in time, space, trying to roof it on Baybrook. She's equal to it.
Yeah, Baybrook definitely had her angles down there. She came out and closed down any open netting for Birkby there. See, I think Steph really wanted to confuse us more with Laplante, so she put them both together now as a D pairing.
She's been doing that with GG's 7 defensemen. They've been pretty evenly rotated. As Meffam, a shot, that one off a skate, never made it through. Reese Meffam has quite a howitzer. Think back when she scored 2 in the same day, the same weekend as GG's men's player Jerome Gravel scored a hat trick. It was a weekend of scoring for GG's defenseman. Sorry, it was Peter Stratus, not...
Yeah, I was going to say Stratus, not Gravel. I mean, I'm
Jerome
sure maybe Gravel also scored that weekend perhaps, but I remember it was Peter Stratus. Hadn't scored 1 goal all season, goes and gets a hat trick, because why not?
On the same day, I remember Peter Stratus, just electric in the locker room, and he's one of those guys who always has a smile on his face, always really happy to see. I went up to him and asked him, you know, how did it feel? And he's like, I don't think I'd scored a goal in my junior career.
And then he got 3
in one day. Reese Meffam pokes it forward as DeRosier was in hard on the forecheck.
Good puck movement there between the Western defensive pairing.
Reese Meffam in the way, and Bilodeau bats it forward to Kate McLean. Bilodeau, Beatrice Bilodeau. Back to Angelique Prue. The 2 different graduating years as Prue takes a shot on of Cégep Limoilou. GG's have done a lot of recruitment out of that program in the great city of in the great city of Quebec. Now one forward and batted down. Lofted to center, and Wuda has a step, but Wuda can't beat Kathleen Reedman. Touch forward and just out of the Reese Biesenthal. Thomas will step up and ring it around the boards. 1 goal separates the 2 teams. That one thanks to Adeline Christoph as Biesenthal clears the zone. GG's looking to answer back as that one sent the length of the ice. Nikeo to collect. It's turned over. A kick save. It was almost Adeline Christoph who was the beneficiary of another miscommunication down there behind the GG's net.
And again, it was really an innocent play there too, just much like the first goal. It's a very innocent play, just mishandling of the puck, miscommunication. But she made an absolutely phenomenal toe save there to keep it out of the GG's net.
Gauthier trying to center. That one will wander its way back. Martin just able to hold it in. She's given a bump by Jade Todd, and it's on the stick now. Number 7, Reese Whiteman. Whiteman is down on the ice. Biesenthal is taking down. No call on either of those plays. Both players up, no worse the wear.
Good step up there by Minville, breaking up the play.
It was Peterson who was in behind her. It was one she needed to get right. Ariane Minville steps into that one. Body right in the way. She had passing options. Minville will take her man down. A physical tone in the second period. The GG's not afraid to play physically. We saw it in the playoff series against Montreal, a team that likes to play rough. The GG's can play rough and tumble as Lessard just out of the reach of Gagnon.
I know the GGs could definitely play a physical game. I was surprised actually to see Western coming out in the second period and playing as physical as they have been. I actually wrote it in my notes to talk about it, and here we go. Here it is. But like you said, GGs RCQ, all the teams in this division are playing a very physical game, so the GGs have to rise to the occasion as well.
It's good old Quebec hockey, as they say. Rough and tumble stuff. As that one up to Amelia Laplante, who will just dump it in. 11 minutes to go in the second period. You imagine at the next stoppage in play, we might see a goaltending change for both sides. Get some reps in.
And speaking of reps, I'm thinking that's exactly what head coach, Steph for the GGs was thinking as well, with the little bit unconventional
Turned over.
lineup.
Angelique Prue, a toe drag to the backhand. Sorry to cut you off,
No,
Brianna.
it's okay.
That one a developing play
for
the GGs.
But a little bit of an unconventional lineup where you have 7D that are just an extra forward there.
Merriman! Sorry. You just keep talking as the GGs have scoring opportunities.
Maybe I should just keep talking more. They'll have more scoring opportunities. That's what I'm seeing here.
We're not a Western Mustangs football broadcast. Sorry, a Queen's University football broadcast. Let's get that one right.
Oh, man. But really, it's just about getting the reps in. So whether it's a goaltender, defense, forward, I imagine that's what head coach for the GGs was thinking with this lineup as well, just to finish that thought from about 10 minutes ago.
And I'll let you get that one as the shot was going off. That
I
Kirkpatrick
appreciate that.
just
Thank you.
driving it wide. Another shot on goal. It's loose in the slot. Birkby picks it up. She's closed off. Lissa Wuda has been everywhere for these Mustangs.
We've been saying her name quite a bit, too. She has been really everywhere. Her, Kirkpatrick as well.
In her final year, here's Merriman. That Wuda in her final year, Merriman on the puck. That one a clapper there by Taylor Scott. It found her. Couldn't direct it goalwards.
It was a good play by Merriman to get that shot on net, and a great kick save by Braybrook, but it went right to Taylor Scott for a good one-timer opportunity.
That a whistle, and it looks like we'll get a change at least on the western side of things. So we'll see Emma Catalano coming into the game maybe, and yes, there she goes. As we get Catalano coming in, you can just see her in your screen now. Toronto, Ontario native, as we mentioned, one appearance last year, 7-3 on the season. Or sorry, that game finished 7-3 for the TMU Bold. McKay will stay where she is.
Good pinch there by Minville.
Great muscle shown there. That by Reese Whiteman. She's unable to clear the puck. Oh, a heavy collision there. That was GG of Alex Clavel who went over and sought out the purple shirt, and that one is definitely body contact. The GGs 1-for-1 on the penalty kill today. They'll get a second opportunity to kill this off. The Mustangs looking to extend their lead. It was Gauthier who was driven into the board. She'll stay out and take this face off.
And again, as you mentioned, Clavel really just lined up Gauthier. We saw it coming from all the way up here. And again, that's a veteran player. That's not someone who's a first-year player. You're taking a penalty 200 feet from your net. So yes, it's an exhibition game, and there's nothing on the line, but these are habits that you don't want to start in preseason.
No, but look on the bright side of life as Inyani takes a look. She thinks about a shot. It's back to Thomas. Thomas to Inyani. Inyani touch pass to the middle. Gauthier shot. It's blocked on its way through.
It was a really great block there by Amélie Laplante.
And then that one blocked on its way. On its clearance, it's loose in the slot. Kick, save, McKay.
Great stop there by McKay.
Kristoff tried to throw that one in. Birkby can't clear the zone. And then it's carried out there by Whiteman. She flies through center and she's back into the zone. Poked off her stick. GGs do get a clearance here with a minute and 11 seconds to go. Low will go back to collect. You know, we've talked about Lauren McKay a little bit, the Shawinigan Lake School alum. Very impressive last season, 10-6-1, a 922 save percentage. Kirkpatrick. Low. That one takes a couple of deflections, never made its way through.
Good job by Prue making sure it got out of the danger zone and into the corner.
Puts it on a plate for Lohu. Lohu across to Kirkpatrick, and
Great block there by Mepham.
behind the play, purple shirt hit the ice. 30.
This is where another GG player should be going in there, 3-on-3.
A big collision there. We're getting another penalty. So we'll get some 6-on-5, and that would have been a little bit scarier if once Taylor Scott touches that puck up. Play is whistled dead, so we'll head off to the box. We'll see who they grab. I
think it's going to be Healy,
missed
actually,
the
who heads
player.
off
Charlie
there.
Healy heads off. So we'll get 12 seconds of 5-on-3 action. The GGs will be shorthanded for an additional, we'll call it a minute 48.
On the bright side, the GGs get to practice their 5-on-3 PK
For 12 seconds.
for 12 seconds.
This big draw. It's Kylie Lalonde, the veteran, who comes out to take it. And Lalonde, the scramble draw, is sent into the corner. Back to the point. Thomas looks up. She has an option. Inyani. Centering pass hit a couple of sticks, never made its way through. That one bobbled up, and a chance for Alex Clavel. She heads after it, beats Thomas to the puck. Clavel couldn't get the angle on Inyani. GG's 5-on-4 now. Avery Pedersen was able to carry it in, and then miscommunication between her and Leah Bernard sends the puck the length of the ice. Minute 10 to go.
Ooh. That was quite the hack by Lassard there.
An awkward bounce, and Lassard heads right after it. Lahu uses her body to make sure she doesn't give that one up. Gets caught in the snow with the GG's bench. Lassard, Minville pinches. Lassard spinning, looking for Minville. And she'll weakly throw it on Kate McLean. A bobbling puck she didn't get all of. Flurry of short-handed action here for the University of Ottawa. Lowe will calm it down behind her net. Sorry, that was Ella Campbell. Turned over. Minville will just dump it back down. 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, Gigi's really getting the rhythm here. As you see, they're aggressive on the forecheck on the PK, whereas the other opportunity not as much.
Turned over. Todd! That one couldn't find the corner. It's a nice save there from Emma Catalano. Gigi still on the attack. That a centering pass from Kate McLean. Jade Todd not quite home. Todd, 2 shorthanded goals last season. Arms up for icing, and the puck will go for icing. So the GGs are able to kill it off. Perfect on the penalty kill.
And they got some opportunities out of it as well. Again, that forecheck is so vital to their game, right? And again, with newer individuals, you're making sure that they're on the same page of the playbook essentially as everybody else who is, you know, still here from the years prior.
Catherine Burkby is Merriman behind in the bumper slot. A shot and saved there by Catalano.
That was a great release there too by Merriman. Just another quality that we've noticed here tonight.
We're very impressed with the Nunavut native.
Yeah, someone else who I find has been really impressive, and again, not to say the other rookies are not impressive, but the other individual I want to just highlight for a second is Lassard. She has really stood out just in terms of speed, in terms of tenacity, and she fits in very well with the culture of the GGs and the program, exactly what has been built over the last few years.
I think you can really tell in the way that the GGs have gone out and recruited.
Mm-hmm.
It's been very, very methodical, I think is the word that I would use from Greg Bowles. You think of more recent players. You have Merriman, who we talked about, Clavel, Billa Doe, Jade Todd. A penalty here is was looking down at my sheet, didn't quite catch what happened.
It looked like there was a cross-check off the face-off. There was a little bit of, extracurriculars that were happening, and it'll end up being a power play opportunity. Will it be a power play opportunity for the GGs?
Yes, It will be. Kennedy Ward signs up for a club, and that club is the penalty box.
It is. I mean, I understand. I've spent a little bit of time in that club as well. On the other side, though.
I could say something, but,
Yeah, that's okay. You can keep it to yourself. Use it in another game's broadcast.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll come up.
I'm sure your name is carved in one of those. Here,
It might be.
here at in the great state of Ohio. Obviously, Brianna, an alumni of The Ohio State. And their fantastic football program.
Go
Behind the
Buckeyes.
net. Here's Merriman. Head full of steam. She gains the zone. Stops up, leaves it for Minville. Minville spins for Prue. Prue waiting. Shot that hit a body and never made its way through.
Seeing something that could have been done a little bit differently there. Prue had a lot of time, a lot of space. Could have even gone down closer to the goal line. Could have gone closer to the net, and maybe another opportunity would have presented itself instead of just throwing it on net and getting a block.
Birkby is able to get the puck in the zone. Nice bit of patience shown from the veteran. Birkby 7-10 last season, career highs in points. Laplante, Clavel. Clavel, backdoor Biesenthal, the wrong-handedness. I think that's been the story of those two tonight. Biesenthal trying to create a little time and space. That one off the skates of, it was Gauthier, and Gauthier, a chance to go the other way. She almost picked Laplante's pockets.
Reedman did a good job of covering for her defense partner and picking up the loose puck.
She's able to carry it in, chips it past a couple and into the zone.
Still
30
maintains
seconds to
control.
go.
Still maintaining control of the puck.
Clavella, tight angle shot. That one just a little too fine. Bilodeau will get there ahead of Laho. Laho gets the stick in. Clavel follows it up. Bilodeau follows it up onto Clavel. Laplante, Clavel. Clavel has Reedman pinching down. Clavel goes for a shot. It's blocked on its way through, and Laho, easy as you like, sends it down the ice. Rich Brown calling for a change. So we're back to even strength. The GG's 0 for 4 on the power play today as Campbell will head after it. Gagnon in hot pursuit. Forces a turnover. Angelique Prue. Prue in a cul-de-sac. Yannick Labossiere. Lassard trying to find an angle. Back in. End-to-end hockey here. Lassard has Metham. Metham back to Lassard. Lassard closed off quickly by 2. Heads up play. Can't find a teammate.
Yeah, she was really running out of real estate there, and she got closed in by 2 Western players on both sides.
Gagnon over the blue line. 2 minutes to go. Game still as we were when we entered this period. A very fast-paced period. Both teams stretching their legs, headed back up and down the ice. Not many chances to speak of. A couple of great saves by McKay as a stretch pass. The GGs have a chance for another. Stuck in the feet of Lalonde. She never got the puck over the line. Suter, a shot. That one off the glove of McKay.
Yeah, it was quite the juicy rebound that McKay allowed for Western, but no success on that for them.
Lassard's still out there. Lalonde. Gigi's in desperate need of a change, and you can see it.
And you can see Lassard is heading off now. It's a very long shift for her.
A wholesale line change for the University of Ottawa. Chip forward, Laplante. Birkby turned over. Suter only as far as Laplante. Laplante and Laplante out with each other. Jade Todd. Todd has McLean. Todd goes herself. Todd a sharp angle, a deflection, and easy there for Emma Catalano.
Yeah, definitely an easy stop there for Catalano. And I found the GGs, they've gotten shots, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the shots have really come from the outside. They haven't had a lot of opportunities in the slot. First period, they had a couple opportunities in the slot, a couple close moments there maybe for Western, but here, a lot of those opportunities are coming from the outside, and you have to give credit where credit's due. You know, Western is really doing a good job of keeping the GGs to the outside.
It's a word being had here. Not quite sure what about. Change on the time clock.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe something with the time. They don't tell us anything up here.
So it read 1 minute and 10 seconds. We're down to 58 seconds on the clock. So we're into the final minute of second period action. That one's rung off the boards. A stretch pass. Kirkpatrick. Sold a dream to LeBlanc. Kirkpatrick. That one just wide.
Great patience and body positioning there by Kirkpatrick.
Taylor Scott. Rocket ship out there on the ice, beats out the icing.
It was followed up by a great forecheck there by Clavel as well.
Bilodeau, an equally good forecheck. Clavellin, Scott, 20 seconds, 2-on-1. Scott blocked on its way through. That one telegraphed the whole way.
Yeah, I was going to mention, too, that's a great opportunity where you really have to capitalize, especially with only about 20 seconds left in the period, a 2-on-1 there. You know, Clavel had more time where she could still go, and they were way too close together. Made it very easy for the defenseman on Western to play the 2-on-1. Didn't have to move, and same with Catalano and net.
Merriman, Prue on her wrong-handedness, and it's collected by Reese Whiteman. Whiteman looking forward. Kristoff and Merriman, a smart play just to get it out of danger. I imagine we'll be saying her name quite a bit this season. But that'll do it. The second period done. We're still we're still at 1-0 here as the lone goal coming from Adeline Kristoff. Not much to note in the second period, but we will be back in a few moments' time to wrap it up and set you up for the third. Declan DeBart, Brianna Newell. Welcome back inside the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBart, Brianna Newell to wrap up the second and set you up for the third period between the GGs and the Mustangs. Two horses ready to fly out of the corral here in the third period, but it's been a tepid second period. Not much going on. The bright spot, you pointed out, Lauren McKay.
Yeah, no, honestly, when we were reviewing the second period action, I said, you know what? She was really the bright spot for the GGs in that period. She made some really phenomenal key saves, one of which was just a toe save. She managed to get out there right in time. And, she's really the reason for why this game is still 1-0 for the Western Mustangs and not anymore. She's been steady. She doesn't look, I would say, like a rookie in this game. She looks very comfortable in the crease. She has a good presence there. So I think she had a really phenomenal second period, and every single teammate in that room better be giving her a tap on the pads.
I'd love to see her come out for the third period. The RSEQ has forever been known as the goaltending conference. It would be nice to see another new recruit blossom and grow, especially as Mahika Sarazen heads into her third year of eligibility here at the University of Ottawa. Let's talk about the Mustangs a little bit here. They've done a fantastic job of getting in the GG shooting lanes, starting the play back the other way.
Yeah, honestly, Western has done a really phenomenal job of getting in the shooting lanes, and that's what I was saying, something that the GGs had to be a little bit better at was finding those open lanes. They're constantly shooting it into pads, shooting it into sticks, walking into the the Western Mustang players. It's a big rink out there. There's a lot of open ice, but you have to be willing to take it and find it, right? And right now, the GGs aren't, but to give credit where credit is due, the Mustangs are being very aggressive and physical and getting in those lanes, making those blocks, so making, the sacrifice to make the play with their bodies, and that's great, right? And on top of that, you go into the offensive zone for them. I find that they came out stronger in this second period. They really made a good effort at getting in the GG zone, getting those opportunities, capitalizing on plays where the GGs perhaps had a miscommunication or it got stuck in the water. We saw that a couple times, one time with Krasinski where it just got stuck in the water, or miscommunication between them and the goaltender or the fence pairing. And it's normal at this point in the season. It's the first real exhibition game, I would say, especially against someone who is non-conference. You're not going to really see them again, but this is where you're going to see these things, and that's okay. So it's okay that we're picking on it.
The Mustangs trying not to acquiesce. The GGs looking for their rock and roll star here as we head into the third period of action at the Minto Sports Complex. We'll be back in about 10 minutes time to bring this one on home. Newell. Welcome back inside the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBarp, Brianna Newell getting you set for third period action between the Mustangs and the GGs, as that one is dumped in, and Lahu will circle around her net. Point shot, it bobbles on net, and Catalano is able to direct it into the corner. Lessard. Florence Lessard, a wrap around that one. Never made its way on goal. Angelique Prue steps up. She's shown the boards by Wuda. Kirkpatrick.
It was a good step up there by Mepham. Good support shown by Lalonde as well as the GGs keep it in the zone.
Florence Lessard aiming for the 5-hole. A big save there from Catalano. She's been tested early.
Oh, definitely a good stop there and a good first opportunity for the GGs, coming out a little bit quicker, I'd say, in this third period. Not even a minute in.
I have to say I've been very impressed with the combination of Florence Lessard, Ariane Gagnon, and Kylie Lalonde. As we mentioned, 6 rookies participating in today's game. There's one of them. Merriman goal! Kira Merriman, the rifle shot off the point, off the face-off, and the GGs have tied this one up.
Wow. What an absolute bullet. And you know what? You said we were going to be saying her name quite a bit during the season. I can definitely agree to that. I think we'll be saying her name quite a bit there. And that quick release, which we saw in the second period on another opportunity, here was able to strike home. And she didn't make any nonsense about it, eh? She just let it go.
I'd really like to see what her and Beatrice Bilodeau could do together. Bilodeau, one of the most creative players on this team. Only 4 assists last season. But I imagine she'll be seeing a lot more. That one, Merriman's first goal in the Garnet and Gray, will wipe that one off the board and start fresh on to the 14th. But still a very nice marker here to open your account in the nation's capital. That one, I guess it wasn't offside. There's that one. Gauthier trying to dance. She's hauled down. The arms stay down, and Reedman will pick it back up. Birkby, head up, a stretch pass. Taylor Scott bobbles over her stick. Icing waved off. Martin. And she missing a blade. Not something you see every day. Elizabeth Gauthier down, no blade. Is able to retrieve her blade, and
she gets helped off by a couple teammates there. Didn't quite know what was going on, and then she kept falling. She kept spinning. I'm going, there's got to be something here. This is too weird. And sure enough, no blade on one of her skates.
You know, Brianna, I've been calling hockey games for quite some time. This, my 7th year here at the Minto Sports Complex with the University of Ottawa. So that one's fought on net.
Congrats on your 7th year.
I'm starting my 7th year, and that one in the back of the net. Beatrice Bilodeau. The GGs start the period down by 1. Minute 38 seconds later, they're up by 1.
And much like the first one, I missed most of it there too, but I'm not quite sure how it actually found the back of that. It looked like a very innocent play where, you know, it was just tossed towards there, and it might have just, you know, snuck under, Catalano there.
Catalano she'd want back. She was up against the post. She raised the blocker
just a little bit
on the shot, and it was just enough for the puck.
Yeah.
Shot off Beatrice Bilodeau's stick. And the GGs currently lead this one, so not what the Mustangs would have wanted. As we mentioned in the break, they have acquiesced. Peterson down into the GG zone. Minville will pick it up. Dispossessed. Bernard, haven't said her name too much, the Anmore BC native, her first year. 6 rookies as well in this game for Western.
I was just going to mention that Healy there was very quick to get it out of the GG zone, but she did have more time to just take it and go with it.
Biesenthal just headed in the wrong direction. Ariane Gagnon on it now. She is Ailey Laplante with her on the outside. Gagnon goes herself, a low shot. It's blockered aside. Good muscle shown in behind by the GGs. Back to the point, Angelique Prue. Laplante, Maëlle Laplante. That one blocked on its way through. Mustangs out of the corral and back the other way. That one dumped in, so the GGs have elected to keep Lauren McKay in the net. That one's stuck on some melted ice. Lalonde and Lassard. Lalonde, Kylie Lalonde. Lassard dispossesses Martin, and that one just flung forward and frozen there by Catalano. The goal is Brianna.
So the first goal there by the GGs was Merriman, who got in. It was assisted by number 26, Catherine Birkby, and number 77, Taylor Scott. So that was a phenomenal goal there. And then the second one, very quick afterwards, put the GGs up 2-1 against Mustangs, was by Beatrice Bilodeau, and it was assisted by number 34, Alex Clavel, as well as number 88, Jay Todd.
Merriman, the goal scorer on it now. It's dispossessed and sent into the washer cycle by Kennedy Ward. Left him in a foot race. Kirkpatrick can fly. Nothing gets there first, rings it around and turns it over.
It's always a tough play when you're sending it over your defensive partner, but you're ringing it instead of banking it off the backboards.
Nice head fake from Birkby past Kirkpatrick. She'll get over the line and dump it in.
Right idea there by Birkby. Good dump in. Good forecheck now by the GGs too.
Kirkpatrick. Wuda will dump that one in, and the top line will go for a change. Krasinski, ooh, nervy moment there as puck got stuck on the ice again. Puck will slide away. Campbell harassed by a couple of GGs. Bilodeau.
Good forecheck there by Bilodeau and Clavel, getting the possession of the puck after.
Krasinski a shot, that one blocked. She gets a second opportunity, and will send it only as far as Jade Todd. Her and Krasinski will switch spots. Todd drops it for Krasinski. Down low. Campbell, smart reverse to low. Bilodeau on it again.
Good pinch there by Laplante, keeping it alive in the offensive zone.
She reads the game very well.
Very well, yeah.
Does Maëlle Laplante. Maëlle Laplante. The names will work themselves out.
This is practice for all of us.
And as anyone who's been a long-time watcher of the University of Ottawa knows, those French names are difficult for me, but I get around to them.
The effort is there.
The effort is there, and I hope that that's appreciated. Kate Martin sends it forward. Finds its way back to her stick. Martin will dump it in, the Wallaceburg, Ontario native. Biesenthal to Todd. And Laplante.
Ooh, gets sandwiched there, Maëlle, by a couple Western players.
Angled out of it. It's a tight one as the Mustangs were over the line, but dispossessed. That one off the stick of Biesenthal, and Kate McLean is able to tap it forward. It's only as far as a purple shirt, and back they come.
Good back check there by McLean.
Avery Pedersen is pinned against the boards. Yanni. McLean will attempt again to get it out. That one. Oh. Biesenthal thought she was off to the races, but Molly Hyenton was in an offside position.
Just couldn't quite get on the other side quick enough. It was a good play by Hyenton, actually, in the GG zone. She made a very nice pin against the Western player and was able to clear the puck out of the zone afterwards. I liked the physicality.
Dumped in, and Reese Meffam will go back to collect. Suter, reverse, Lassard over the line. She has a couple of gray shirts with her. Lassard gets the angle, centering out front. Kylie Lalonde couldn't tap it home. Into the slot, Gagnon! Never made its way through, and out come the Martlets with Logan. Centering pass, and doesn't find its intended target. There's definitely maybe a chance. Lalonde has Gagnon streaking to the net. Gagnon couldn't get a stick on it.
Right idea, though, and good look there by Lalonde to try to find Gagnon. And that play all started, actually, with the great back check and work by Lassard in the GG zone. Ooh, Burkby almost intercepted that cross-ice pass.
Kylie Lalonde, who's been out there for quite some time, will dump it off to Catherine Burkby. A favorable bounce off the official. Burkby couldn't find the corner. Scott to Burkby. Burkby has a couple options. She elects to go it herself. That one blockered aside.
Had she taken just a second to look over, she had Merriman over on the right side on her strong side to be able to just catch and release. And we've seen what a great release Merriman has.
Here come the Mustangs. It's dumped past the GG, and Wuda will pick it up. Immediately closed off by 2. Somehow emerges with it. Centering pass poked off the stick.
Good stick there by Burkby.
Ignani, she's been mighty impressive in this one, as that one just wide. Lauren McKay was down and I believe had it covered, but nonetheless, Wuda trying to reverse it. It's Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick had Wuda. That one goes up in the sky.
And Burkby again with the great stick.
Wuda again. Ward down low. Kirkpatrick has Gauthier out in front. She couldn't find her. An awkward bounce. Just cleared aside, and Merriman couldn't head off to the races. She's supersonic speed.
Good back check there, too, as she recognized that most of her players were actually changing and not there to support on the offensive rush that was happening.
Bilodeau will chase after it and dispossess. Jay Todd. Todd with the toe drag. It just bobbled on her. Bilodeau can't shovel it home. That one up into the sky. And we'll get another face-off. It's been a quiet period here for Lauren McKay. The GGs, after a slow second period, have really grown into it, thanks in part to the play of Alex Clavel, who you can see right now, and the GGs are going to the power play. Didn't quite catch for what. We'll get confirmation in a moment. Clavel, Reedman, Todd. This GG's power play's had a couple of looks, hasn't been able to find Twine. Clavel down low, looking for Bilodeau in the bumper. Bilodeau, a shot. She had Biesenthal at the back door.
That was a great tic-tac-toe play, too, by Clavel to find Bilodeau.
You know, Brianna, in points when this power play succeeded last year, it was really through the bumper spots. It was Vicky Harkness who played it for quite a bit last season. But Bilodeau on that second unit was mighty impressive. I'd love to see what she's able to do in an expanded role this season. Todd, Bilodeau back in the bumper. That one just wide. Biesenthal, Todd. The penalty to Lahu, their second of the game. This one a roughing call. It's that one, the scenic route taken by Kathleen Reedman. Reedman drops it for Minville. Biesenthal is able to poke it past one. Clavel from a tight angle. Gagnon spinning, trying to find time and space. Sees that her team has left her. Minville down low. Gagnon centering pass. That one deflected on its way through. It got to Angelique Prue, but Prue couldn't tap it on home. GG's athletic director, Sue Hyland, thought that that one was in the back of the net. .24 seconds left to go on the Lahu roughing penalty. Merriman, she's been so calm today. She's been mighty impressive. Angelique Prue dragged wide. Burkby centering pass. That one never made it home.
And where Prue's standing there, that's really that one-timer spot. It was a great pass over, and had we been able to take a one-timer there, she might have had Catalano beat.
Birkby, she's electric. Birkby trying to center it. That one blocked on its way through.
And now back to even strength here as the penalty expires.
Again, the GGs haven't scored on this one, but it's been much better than it has been in the past. They're just looking for that final pass.
Well, and that seems to be a common theme. It's something that we mentioned quite a bit during the season last year, too, is trying to find that really cute, fancy extra pass to make it a aesthetically pleasing goal. At the end of the day, whether it's nice or not nice, it still counts as one. So that's something I think the GGs need to focus less on and just get the puck to the open person.
The GGs looking for their master plan.
Yeah.
Just hasn't been able to find its way on home.
And sometimes, too, what ends up happening is you draw it up a certain way. You almost become like robots, unfortunately, where you have to follow that play, but you don't. You take what is given to you on the ice, and that's part of just growing as players and becoming more comfortable on the ice and with your teammates as well.
McLean, she has Hyenton in spatial. Let off a shot. It was deflected on its way through, but it's swallowed up by Emma Catalano. Face-off off to the right of Catalano. Beatrice Bilodeau steps into it. Krasinski! That one flying high over the net. Bilodeau, Clavel. Clavel still on it. Krasinski, the captain. That one, funny bounce off Clavel. No Mustang home to clean it up, and then it's eventually gotten forward. That a wayward stick. The arm stays down, and Krasinski heads forward. Krasinski. Dumped in. Reese Meffam will pick it up. It's on to Taylor Scott. Scott tries a little cute play. It's intercepted. Here's Suter. Suter runs into a brick wall. Campbell, low. Long shot on. It's blocked on its way through, and Angelique Prue can start the GGs back the other way. This fresh start for her has been a breath of fresh air, honestly. She struggled at points last season, as we mentioned. Only one goal for her on the campaign, but been mighty impressive, feeling a lot like her 2021-2022 self in this one.
And sometimes that happens, right? You come back after an injury or what have you, and it just doesn't click right away, and sometimes it does take that season.
Oh. Bad turnover, and
great poke check there by McKay.
Chance now for the GGs. Lessard has Lalonde and Gagnon. Lessard goes it herself. Gagnon there, and that's a winner. Gagnon makes it 3-1. It's been an onslaught from the University of Ottawa here in the third period. Chance at one end. They can't convert. Gagnon taps it home. It was a good play by Lessard.
I was going to mention that was a really smart play by Lessard. She had a lot of speed on the rush. She saw that she had a couple teammates heading towards the net, and I believe it was Kylie Lalonde who actually crashed the net. Gagnon stayed a little bit farther back, knowing, hey, if there's a rebound that comes off the pad, it's going to come right to me. So that was a smart play there. It's exactly what happened. Lessard shot far left, far pad, and it had a beautiful little rebound for Gagnon to just tap in.
Gagnon, who scored 4 times last season, looking to better that. She was electric down the stretch in 2021-2022. Scored the game winner against McGill in that game we mentioned earlier, the second game of the conference final in the COVID-shortened years. Here's Birkby. And just
bodies everywhere.
An airmail. It's twisting and turning. Good edge work there. It was Nyani. Caledon, Ontario. So about an hour north of Toronto as that one sent in. Been very impressed by the play of McKay today. She's had a quiet third period, but has come up with some huge saves when called upon.
Exactly. I was going to say, maybe not that busy, but has still had to come up big and make those stops. Like that poke check that we just saw earlier. That was nice.
She played half an hour in the game against St. Lawrence the other day. The GGs left that one on the wrong side of the result, 2-1. The score in that one. Played 30 minutes, but she was very good in that game. She's been mighty impressive here, and coming into the season with that one's dispossessed Krasinski. That's Riedman, rather. Sorry, who is able to play out of some danger. coming into the season with the departure of Aurélie Dubuc, the GG's longtime netminder. We all thought it would be the season of Sarah Zam, but she might have some stiff competition. Here's Healy, 3-on-1, centering pass. McLean, she'll leave it. Biesenthal taken down. That one didn't find its way into the back of the nets. So Lessard is credited with the assist,
as well as Kylie Lalonde with the other assist on Gagnon's goal.
It's back for Laplante, who will just hammer it forward, and that'll be icing. GGs have one more preseason game to go. They'll head to Ithaca, New York on Saturday. Will it take on Cornell at Laya Arena? They start the regular season right here in this building Friday, October 13th. That one getting underway at 7 o'clock. Brianna and I will be on the call for that one. Weekend after Thanksgiving. Play Montreal.
Hard to believe that another season is already underway and Thanksgiving is right around the corner. But it is. It's true.
See, the summer has flown by. I have to say I'll be very excited for another season of GG's hockey. As I said, my 7th. I can't believe it's already been that many, and a big save there by McKay. McKay took exception to that. She got up.
She got up real quick.
It was Avery Pedersen who was digging in around. No goals in 10 games last season. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the third period. Timeout has been called by Rick Brown. Been mighty impressed with the play today of Lauren McKay. Just getting some confirmation. I don't know if you picked it up. We do love our athletic director here at the University of Ottawa, Sue Highland. Very friendly, always happy to come and, shake your hand, say hi, make sure checks on you. One of the most personable people I've ever met. Her son actually plays for, her nephew actually plays for the Concordia Stingers in the men's division. Tyler Highland, one of the premier players in the men's conference. Concordia, one of the premier programs in the women's conference. We eagerly await Julie Chu's visit as that one centered a blocker save by Lauren McKay. Todd, she'll just send that one forward. Alex Clavel will head after it. Clavel looks up, has Todd, Meffam. She'll step into that one always going wide. Clavel back on it, 3 minutes to go. Reese, Meffam, that one's sent on, blocked on its way through. Lillian Yanni. Forward and picked up. This Leah Bernard, she's dumped to the ice. Fell on top of it, and Uda will pick it up. Meffam. Flipped out to center. Martin will pick it up and send it right back where it came from. Minville forward and deflected. The icing. Ref's arm up for icing. Kylie Lalonde will beat that one out. Lalonde, the puck bobbled on her. Stretch pass, and here's Reedman. Kathleen Reedman stops up, will slow things down. Turns it over. Lahou with a good pinch. Turned over! And that was Kirkpatrick lurking in behind Laplante.
I was going to say it was a good play, though, by Lalonde to just lift that stick, make sure the puck got out of the GG zone.
Lassard. Gonna just buy some time. This game petering out here. Minute 40 left to go. Mustangs trail by 2. Stretch pass Lassard is able to get in the way of. Howard aiming for Kirkpatrick. Merriman, wayward pass there. Kristoff, she's the lone goal today for the for the Mustangs. Trying to buy some time and space. She does excellently, but can't keep the puck in the zone. That one dumped in. Laplante. Icing waved off as Hyington will chase after it. Wood. Deflected perfectly for Kristoff. Adeline Kristoff dumps it past one. Angelique Prue will get there, and she'll fill her in. Birkby into the final minute here. Merriman. That one just out to center. McLean and Biesenthal step over the ice to step onto the ice as that one's turned over. Biesenthal, though, there to clean up the garbage. "15 seconds left to go. Biesenthal spinning 10. Body in front, a tight angle shot, and that one slid in with a few seconds to go. That one, again, a breakdown in communication. The GGs give one up. Clock says 2.6. I don't imagine they'll fix that one, but it was with a little bit more time.
And again, it's just like you said, it was a bit of a breakdown and miscommunication there. And it's been a common theme for both goals that have been scored against the GGs here tonight. And again, not uncommon when you have newer individuals, but it's something to definitely be addressed there, as we haven't really heard a lot of people talking on the ice tonight.
Leah Bernard, the one who scored that. .6 seconds to go, so they've added some time to the clock. As Charlie Healy will just go for one last skate, dump it in, and that one into the bench. The buzzer will go, and that will do it. The GGs emerge 3-2 victors. The score, I don't think, represents truly how close this one was. The GGs shut this one off in the third period. Brianna, let's get to your 3 stars of the game.
3 stars of the evening. So with the third star of this evening, they are from Western Mustangs. Adeline Kristoff, number 51. She had the first goal for the Mustangs, and she had an overall good game. We said her name quite a bit throughout the entire evening. Second star is from your U Ottawa GGs, number 46, Kira Merriman. She was all over the ice tonight. She had a phenomenal goal, great release. Really looking forward to seeing what she does throughout this season for the GGs. And then last but not least, the first star of this evening, number 31 from your U Ottawa GGs, Lauren McKay. She just looked very steady in the net. She looked very comfortable. She made some phenomenal stops where, like we said, the score could have been reflecting a very different game. So those are your 3 stars for the evening.
A lot of new names in the 3 stars list. The GGs, as we mentioned, in action on next Saturday when they take on, in action next Wednesday when they travel to Ithaca to take on Cornell. They'll be back here for the season opener on October 13th, Friday, October 13th. Get your tickets at ggs.ca. Brianna and I will be back onto the call on the GG's YouTube channel. So if you can't make it out to the nation's capital, be sure to check us out there. Brianna, I'm very much looking forward to another season of GG's hockey that gets underway in just a few weeks' time. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and we look forward to seeing you soon.